So you also play Minecraft for the first time and you spawn on your world. Then you do hours of struggle, get some resources just like wood, to make tools, many tools just like pickaxe, axe and other. Then you chop more wood to make your first house and you end up by doing this. This was my first house in mine, and after this bad house I spent hours and days, and now I spend almost thousands of days in Minecraft, and I got many skills from building to PvP. Today I'm going to share. So let's start with our first on our building section. The first point is choosing the location. I saw many people choosing wrong. Most often they choose flat location like this, which is good but not in all cases. Different buildings needs different location. Like if you want to make a mountain house not too big, then it will be a good place. If you want to make an ocean one, this will be a good place. And there are plenty other locations to choose it wisely. After choosing the locations, I'm again choosing the flat location. So after choosing the location, our second point is the shape. Shaping is one of the most crucial part of your build. Shaping is just like planning or outlining your build. Many people outline through pillar, yes, just by making pillars, just like many people outline just like this, which is kind of, but professionals use wood. Just like, what shape is this? It's a rectangle, I know. Doesn't it look pretty plain? Let's add some. Now it looks way good. So this is my shape for my build. What to do next? Now it's the time to making pillar. Making pillars is so simple. Just go to the corners of your outline and place the pillars. By the way, why I'm doing this on it. And here's a pro tip. Don't make your pillars on the same height. Try to make it different, just how I did. This is the final result of my pillaring. The redstone. Stone is one of the most complex part in Minecraft, but also too much useful, because that with redstone you can make anything that you want in Minecraft. Just people have done it. People made iPhone, made PC. Man, how they made it. Whatever, what's your problem? Whatever, the redstone starts with the redstone dust. Whether you can wire it by left clicking, or if you don't want, you can not wire it. Just like this, you can power your redstone as far as you want, and you can power any kind of blocks with this. But how would you power these redstones? For it, you will need some block. The most common block power redstone is the torch. The torch can power on any direction, which is a good thing. Also, the maximum strength power of torch is 15 blocks, which is crazy. But if you want, you can extend it. But first, let's check out the redstone block. The redstone block is similar to redstone torch. It can also power redstone up to 15 blocks. But the difference is redstone block only powers the redstone component, not any other blocks, as you can see. But the redstone torch can power also many other blocks. Just like, as you can see, it powers this block through through the power these pistons are activated, which is pretty. Finally, our favorite redstone component comes, which is the repeater. Repeater can extend your redstone power just like this. It actually creates a new loop from here, and this redstone repeater will also power that power into 15 block. Pretty good. After that, redstone comparator. Oh, actually it is pretty hard to learn. Should I skip it? A redstone comparator basically just divide the power. As you can see, from here it will go down to there. Also from here the same. Did you really thought that here would be same? Not really. As you can see, now the redstone torch is powering 2 blocks before powering the redstone comparator. But if we put a torch behind it, this redstone torch only powers 1 redstone dust, and after that is powering the comparator. But if we do this in subtract mode, it should look like a different. So I will put a link down below to learn some redstone comparator. After that, our piston and sticky piston comes in. A piston can push block, cannot reverse that, but a sticky piston can push and also can pull, and both of these pistons can push blocks, push up to 8 blocks. After that, dispenser and dropper comes in. Dropper and dispenser are almost both same. A dropper will give you blocks, or you can say the dropper will drop items, just like this. It dropped me a cat spawn egg. But the dispenser can use that, just like bows, eggs, and many other things, just like that. Cat spawn, but here he gave me the cat spawn egg. Finally, the dropper comes in. Finally, the observer comes in. It will give you a pulse kind of power for the dropper. The power goes in through this phase and comes out with this phase. As you can see the arrow. As you can see, I put dropper. As you can see, I put piston beside of dropper. Now, if I add a block on the face of dropper, as you can see, it gives me one tick, or you can say one pulse of power. This is the most basic redstone constructions. I didn't mention many things, just like many doors, many switches, many levers, many lectern kind of things. And also, I didn't mention the redstone repeater tick, which you don't need maybe. So let's move on to our third step, which is exploring or finding structures. Many people have their own way, but I found the most easiest way. Wanna see it? So if you want to find some structures that is on the ground, then just simply go to the max height of Minecraft, which is maybe positive 256. And while going up, observe your surrounding. And I will suggest you, while you are doing this, maximize your render distance. It will give you a better view, so you can find more structures easily. Oh, I found one village, and you also can find with this technique. And you just cannot find village, you can find any kind of structures. You can also try this on desert to find some desert temples. But what if you want some structures that is underground, just like mine shaft or ocean monument? So if you want to find some underground structures, just go to that biome where you can find those structures. In my case, I'm searching for mine shaft. I'm going to dig down some 8 or 10 blocks. After digging, take your composter and the sand. After digging, take your composter and sand or a gravel. Put your composter down, go inside of the composter, put the sand on your head. Simply through that, you will come into the X-ray mode. And what can you see? This is an mine shaft. So easily, I can take this coordinate out and go to that mine shaft easily. It's pretty simple. Do you know what comes next on the 6th point? Yes, it is none other than PvP. For PvP, first of all, you have to change some settings. Personally, when I do PvP, I toggle sprint and change my mouse sensitivity. That's it. Also, if you want, you can change your keybind. While doing PvP, I personally use this deck because this deck is pretty clean. I also personally suggest you to have an sword and an axe, because when your opponent takes shield, you can easily give that shield a cooldown through a axe crit. And also, there are different types of combos hit. This is called swipe, this is called sweep, and this only happen while you are walking or do nothing. Sweep hit is very useful for combos. Many pros also do this. After that, sprint hits come in, and through sprints, when you hit someone while sprinting, that called sprint hits. There is an advantage of sprint hit, which is while you do sprint hit, it will knock back your opponent. And last but not least, there is crit hits. Crit hits are, most of the time, people use crit hits because this hit is one of the most powerful, but you have to master crit hits, because if you put crit hits too slow, then your opponent will catch you. But if you hit too fast, then the hit will not be a crit hit. It will be a normal hit. And finally, the most powerful strategy in PvP, that is playing mind games. By playing mind games, you can confuse your opponents very easily. To play mind games, just put some delays on your on your hits. And also do your movement a bit abnormally, just like you should sprint reset frequently, and also you should jump frequently, but not too much. Otherwise, you cannot hit your opponent. I know these tips won't make you pro, but by taking this suggestion, and if you practice, you would become pro one day. Last but not least, thank you for watching. Bye.